Good evening, everybody. So when you come online, just say hello, and I'll be able to give you a shout out as soon as I can. Good evening, Babs International. Hope you're doing great. Hope you had a great day. Yeah, good to have you here today. Good evening, Akila Jumai. I hope I pronounced your name right. Yeah, good to have you here too. Thank you for joining us today. We're just going to give others a minute to join us, and then we'll get started. Okay, just to have a couple of more people here. So hope you enjoyed yesterday's lectures and you understood what we talked about, because that's going to be the basics of what would that's the basic foundation of what we'll continue learning for the remaining 2 days. That's today and tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get started. Others will join us when they come online. So I'm just gonna do a recap of what we talked about yesterday. So yesterday we talked about the basic foundation of weight loss. First of all, we said your weight loss journey has to be, first of all, it has to be healthy. 2, it has to be sustainable. And then 3, it has to be effective, meaning that it has to work, right? If it doesn't work, then there's no need doing it. If it is not healthy, then it's dangerous, because you might be so if it doesn't work, if it is not healthy, then it might be dangerous, because you might just be damaging some of your organs, or some body internal body organs that you do not know about. Especially when they tell you to take one drink. They take some will tell you, if you drink this thing, you will purge all your weight. I don't understand how that happens, man. But trust me, that is a myth. That is not true. So those are the things we talked about yesterday. If you were not here yesterday, please go back and watch the video for yesterday's lecture, because it will help you understand what we did. So you can go back after this lecture. You can go back and rewatch it. The link is in the group. So also yesterday we established the process of weight gain. So we said weight gain happens when we eat more calories than our body need over a period of time. So it's not just 1 day or 2 days, but if every day you keep eating more calories than your body needs, then or not even than your body needs, but than your BMR, that is your basal metabolic rate. I explained all these terms yesterday, so that's why I said you should go back and watch yesterday's video too. So if you're eating more than your basal metabolic rate, over time, over weeks, months, this will compound, and your body will start storing those extra calories that you're eating. Your body will continue storing them where? In your fat cell, which yesterday we called it the fat cell deposit savings account, right? And then after your body stores it in the savings account for a period of time, once that savings account gets filled up, your body sends it over to the fixed deposit account, which is fixed deposit can now be your arm, it can be your tummy, it can be your bum, it can be anywhere your body finds, through your genes, wherever your body finds fit to store those fats or those calories, it will go and store them there. So it's your genes that affects this, or tells your body where to open that fixed deposit account of where he stores the fat cells. Now Another thing I wanted to clarify is, since you do not tell your body, now listen, when your body opens this savings account and is filling it up, it's not you that will tell your body, okay, this fat cell that you are opening, please, when you finish saving the money or the fat there or the calories there, please send it to my arm. I just want to be big in my arm, or send it to my bum bum. I just want to be big in my bum. It's not you that told your body to do that. Your body decides by the genes, by the genetic coding of your body, how God created you, right? So that's how your body saves those calories and those fat, right? And so you cannot, when you're trying to lose weight, you cannot also dictate where your body is going to lose weight from. So that's what people call spot reduction. So spot reduction is actually a myth. You cannot tell your body where exactly to lose weight from. The best thing you can do is to lose general body fat. And as you begin to lose general body fat by implementing these things that I'm teaching you in this class, then you will now start losing weight. And all those places that you say is big, all those places that you say, oh, I just want to lose fat in my tummy, in my arm, those places will also go down, right? But do not make the mistake of saying, oh, I just want to lose fat around my arm, and then you go and start doing only arm exercise. You will not lose weight there. You will not lose weight there. It doesn't work that way. The best way to lose weight is by losing general body fat. So this is something I was supposed to talk about yesterday, but I just decided to bring it up today just to re-clarify, because I said it a little bit yesterday, but I didn't go into details. So, but just to re-clarify, that's why I brought that up. So another thing we talked about yesterday is how do you now reverse the weight loss process? How do you reverse the weight gain process? Since we have talked about how you gain weight, we say you gain weight by what? Eating more calories than your body needs, number one. Number two, living an inactive life or a sedentary life, where that means you do not do a lot of you are inactive, you are always maybe sitting down and all of that. And now another thing is that you might be, if you go to work, if you work 9 to 5, or you're a business person, you might say, oh, I'm active now, at least I go to work. But the truth is that, don't forget that most times that you are at work, you sit down. Some of our job is, we live in a computer age, so from time to time what you do is sit down behind your desk and just walk. So that is actually considered inactive. So don't make that mistake of saying because you wake up in the morning and go to work, it means you're active. No. Because you're sitting down throughout that 8 hours or 9 hours that you're at work, that is inactive. So that's another thing that can make you gain weight if you're inactive. Now, we said, how do we reverse this process so that we can lose weight? How do we reverse the process of weight gain so that we can lose weight? Now, we said, first of all, you have to know what? Your basal metabolic rate. That's how much calories your body needs every day to do the basic functions. So I gave you a link on how to, and I taught you how to use that link to find your basal metabolic rate, right? Now, the next thing we said is that eat 500 calories less than your basal metabolic rate. Eat 500 calories less than your basal metabolic rate. If you eat 500 calories less than your basal metabolic rate, that would also help you. That would help you begin your weight loss process. Now, we also mentioned that you shouldn't try to overdo it, because overdoing it can lead to what? Starvation mode. And starvation mode can mess up your body metabolism. And if your body metabolism is messed up, then you, instead of your body now to continue burning calories, your body starts saving calories, so that even the little thing that you eat now turns to what? Fat in your body, or turns to stored calories in your body. So when I say fat, actually what I mean is stored calories. Okay, because our body remember those calories, our body store them in fat cells. And then, so when I say fat, actually what I mean is stored calories. Okay, so we have talked about those things. These are the things we talked about yesterday. This is a brief summary of what we discussed yesterday, so that those people that didn't join can actually catch up. Now, today I told you we are going to talk about how to know how much calories you eat. How much calories is in the food you eat. Since now you know how much calories, if you checked your BMR yesterday, put it in the live stream, tell me I checked, so that I'll know people that are actually following. So if you checked your BMR yesterday, let me know in the live stream. So now you know what your basal metabolic rate is. You know what your BMR is, right? Now you need to know how much calories you're eating every day to know if you are eating above that basal metabolic rate or if you're eating below it, right? So now I'm going to teach you how to do that. The first way you can do that is to do what we call counting your calories. I know a lot of people don't like that. don't like this term, counting your calories, but it is what it is. See, listen, when it comes to, I find it funny that people do not invest the effort, invest the money, and invest the time in their weight loss journey, because they don't know that weight loss, your weight affects the quality of your life. Listen to me again. Your weight, your size affects the quality of your life. It affects the quality of your health. So you need to treat your weight loss journey as if it is serious. There's a difference between when you are running after something and when something is running after you. When you are running after something, you are running after it with, if you wake up today and you want to run after it, I will run. If I don't want to, I will not run. But if something is running after you, if a dog is chasing you, Baba, whether you like it or not, the back of your heels will be touching your head. The back of your heels will be touching your head, because you know that your life depends on it. If you don't run, that dog will bite you. If you don't do it, something will happen. That's how you should treat weight loss, because weight loss, a lot of sicknesses that people go through is from their weight. It's from their weight. Like, I've trained a lot of people. I've trained a lot of people come to me every day with different kind of, I have this sickness, I have this sickness, and doctor said I should lose weight. Okay, the other time, in one of my classes, one of my program, Fat Must Go challenge that I usually hold. This lady, a young lady, she shouldn't be more than 20 years. This lady should not be more than 20 years. This lady had liver fat. Fatty liver, that's what it's called, fatty liver. She had fatty liver. This is a young girl, 20 years, if not, if she shouldn't, if up to self, So she had fatty liver, and she came to me and she joined the program. And that program it ran for 1 month. At the end of 1 month, she went back to, when she went to the doctor to do her test, and they told her she had fatty liver. Doctor told her she needed to lose weight, obviously, and that's where she came to me, and then she joined my program. And in 4 weeks, she went back to the doctor, for this checkup. And guess what? The fatty liver was gone. The fatty liver was gone, number one. Number two was that she lost 10 kg in 4 weeks. I'm surprised too, because losing 10 kg in 4 weeks is a lot, is a big deal. But I believe that two reasons I feel that happened, I know that happened to her is, one, she's still a young lady, so her body metabolic rate is still very high. Now listen to me. When you are, as soon as you hit 21 years old, your body metabolic rate automatically starts dropping every year. Every year, your body metabolic rate starts dropping unless you start exercising to boost it up. So I feel like because the girl was young, she was below 20 years, or she was 20 years, so her body metabolic rate was still very active. So the moment she started exercising and she started avoiding those foods I told her to avoid, then she was able to lose those weights. She lost 10 kg in that program for 4 weeks, and then the fatty liver was gone too. So why did I bring this up? I'm bringing it up to let you know that if this lady was exercising or eating right from the beginning, she wouldn't even have to go through the whole fatty liver process. It wouldn't have happened to her, But we wait until it becomes an issue before we go to the hospital. Some of us, is doctor that will tell us you need to go and lose weight. But the truth is that weight loss is very important. Your exercising is very important for your health. Even without losing weight, even if you don't want to lose weight, you need to be working out so that your body metabolism will continue to be active, and then you will not be adding unnecessary fat that you don't need, and also you will not be falling sick. You know, certain sicknesses that you have is just because you are not active. You know, so why I started saying all this is because I was talking about food labeling, reading your food label, right? Because a lot of people don't want to do it. They feel like it's extra work. Why should I put in the effort? But the truth is, if something is chasing you, anything I tell you to do today, you will do it. Because you have that, you know that your life depends on it, right? So that is how you should treat it. Don't wait for the time when it is now that your life depends on it that you do it. Start early. Aside the aesthetics, aside the how good you will look, aside how your clothes will begin to fit you, aside this figure 8 sweet 16 look that you will have, I understand all of that. But aside that, for your health's sake, you know, you still need to treat weight loss very important and very seriously. Okay, now I was going to tell you about the reason I brought that up is we are talking about reading food labels. Now, one way to know how much calories are in the food you eat is by reading food labels, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. If you understand the concept, it is not difficult. I'm going to use my whiteboard pretty soon. But before I use my whiteboard, let me share a document with you. Let me share a picture with you so that you can see how to. You can follow me when I show you how to read food labels. You're welcome, Jennifer. Welcome, Annie Berry. Welcome, Covenant Gospel Music Ministry. Thank you, Vivian. Welcome, Omolara. Thank you for joining us. Promise, thank you for joining us. Mirabel, thank you for coming today again. Ms. Akila, you said you went there yesterday. Okay, feel free to go back and watch the video again. Okay. And then Miss Charity, also thank you for joining us. Thank you guys. I'm glad you're here. Please like this video so that more people can see it. Okay. I'm trying to bring out the, where is that? Okay. I want to show you the picture of a food label so that you can follow me while I'm teaching you on that. Okay, please just give me a few seconds to get that up. Okay. Can you all see this picture? Nutrition facts. Can you see that? If you can see that, put it in the live stream that you can see it. Okay. So I believe you can all see it anyways. I believe you can all see it. So sorry man, there someone is cleaning up the compound or the apartment, so that's why you have a lot of noise in the background. So this food label here shows nutrition facts, right? This food label here shows nutrition facts for the foods that you eat. So now if you look at this food label, it tells you 8 servings. So let's say this is maybe rice or something. I'm just saying, let's say this is rice. It tells you that there are 8 servings of rice in this container, right? And then it tells you that the serving size is 2/3 cup. So it's telling you, what this is saying is that for 2/3, that's 2/3 of a cup, or 55 gram of this whatever is in this food container, you have 230 calories in it. You understand? First, it tells you how many servings So the whole bag of this thing contains 8 servings, and then one serving is what, 2/3 or 2/3 of a cup, and then or is what, 55 gram. So if you have your weight scale, you can measure it and get 55 gram. Okay, now it's not telling you amount of calories. This next line, this is this pink? I think it's pink. This pink line says amount of servings per calories. So it's telling you that in this 2/3 or this 2/3 of a cup, you have 230 calories there. So if you eat 2/3 of a cup of whatever is in this bag, you have eaten 230 calories. Do you get it? So let's stop here. I'll go to the board and show you some certain things, and I'll go to the board and calculate like how to know, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I'll come back and explain this order where you have the total fats, the total carbohydrate, and everything. Okay, so let me go to my little board. Okay, so it says one container. So let's say my daily caloric or my BMR is what, from yesterday. I gave you an example that my BMR is maybe 2000, just for example. Now let's say I eat whatever is in that bag that I showed you, that you have the picture there. Let's say it's what's that, oatmeal. Let's say it's oatmeal that is there. So that's my breakfast. So I eat that 230 calories. I eat 2/3, just like they said. I ate 1 serving, 230 calories. So this is breakfast. And then I added milk. So let's say milk is 15 calories, right? And then I ate egg. I added egg to my food. So egg is 75 calories. So in total, this will give you 310 calories, right? So for breakfast, I'm eating 310 calories. Now we go to lunch. Hope you can see my board. Hope it's clear enough. Or do I need to bring this close? Okay. So now we go to lunch. Lunch now I eat eba, swallow. Let's say eba is 500 calories. For what? I'm just giving all these things are figures I'm just getting off my head. It's not the actual figure, right? I'm just giving you like figures off my head, right? So this is 500 calories, and then I ate it with ogbono soup. Let's say ogbono soup with the meat. No, I've not added meat, just the soup itself. Let's say it's 200 calories, right? And I will now add the protein, that's the meat. Maybe I'm eating shaki, tomo, roundabout, all of them. Those ones, 700 calories. So you see that in the afternoon alone, I've eaten how many? It's 500 plus 700, that's 1,2, plus 200, that's 1,4. I've eaten 1,400 calories. So for lunch, so now what we have is 310 plus 1,4, that's 1,7, right? So already I've already reached, I'm almost at my distance. Okay, so let's say dinner. Because I see that I've eaten too much, and also okay, for dinner let me have vegetables. So I buy maybe carrots, a cup of carrots, maybe 60 gram, and maybe for protein I added a cup of, or a 100 gram of chicken breast. 100 gram of chicken breast, let's say that's 75. No, not sorry, it can't be 75. Let's say that's 130 calories. Remember, I'm just giving these figures, they are not actual, okay? I'm just giving them off my head. So carrot is 60 calories. And then chicken breast is what? Chicken breast is 130, so this is 190. So plus 190. So at the end of the day now, if I calculate this plus this plus this, 190 plus 310 is 500. Yeah, 500 plus 14, that's 900, 1900. So for this day, I am eating 1900 calories. God so kind, I did not eat up to the amount of calories that up to my BMR, which is 2000. So that day, my body is going to go to one of the savings accounts fat cell to collect 100 calories and add to this to complete it 2000 calories. So for that day, I've lost 100 calories from my fat cell. Do you understand? I'm going back to my seat now to further explain. Okay. So guys, do you understand what I just explained from this calculation of how to calculate your how much food you ate in a day? If you understood, please put it in the live stream so I can know you're following me. So this is the easy way to know how much food you are eating in a day. Now, let's say this food label that I have here, let's say this food label does not have this top part, because I think in Nigeria some of these food labels do not have the top parts. They don't tell you like the total. Some tell you, but some will not tell you. Some will just tell you that it contains total fat 8 grams. It contains total carbohydrate 37 grams. I hope you are seeing this. This is in the picture. I'm reading it from the picture that I shared with you. Then protein 3 grams. Now, how do you, if it does not have this total calories that it tells you, if it does not have this amount per serving that it tells you on top, that's the pink line. If it doesn't have this pink line, how would you know? Now I'm going to explain to you. Now I need you to know that, oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Sorry. So I need you to know that so I was saying some of the food label might not have this amount per serving. So you will not see this 230 here. Instead, it will just have total fat 8 grams, total protein 3 grams, and then total carbohydrate 37 grams. That's what you might just see on the food label. Now, if you see something like that, how do you now know? How would you now know? I'll answer your questions after I finish explaining, okay? So, if you see that now, how would you now know how much calories is in the food? Now, let me tell you something. 1 gram of fat contains 9 calories. 1 gram of fat, remember this, you can write it down somewhere if you want to. 1 gram of fat contains 9 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate contains 4 calories. Excuse me. 1 gram of protein contains 4 calories. Did you get it? 1 gram of fat contains 9 calories. 1 gram of carbohydrate contains 4 calories. And 1 gram of protein contains 4 calories. Now, having that knowledge, I'm going to go back to the board and calculate this. We are going to calculate this figure to know if it is actually 230 grams. Remember here it says they have, indeed this label has 8 grams of fat, it has 37 grams of carbohydrates, and it has 3 grams of protein. So let's go back to the board and use the information that we got to see if it is actually 230, because some labels can also lie to you. They can tell you, oh, this thing contains 230, but when you check it, it might be 250 or 270. So always do your maths. When you look at it, you can, from this thing I've told you, 1 gram of protein contains 4 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrate 4 calories, 1 gram of fat 9 calories. Now let's go back to the board and do some calculation. So the food label says that it has 8 grams of what? Of fat. Now 8 grams of fat is 8 times what? 8 times 9, because 1 gram of fat equals to 9 calories. So in this 8 grams of fat, what we will have is what? 72 calories. Okay. Now the next one is carbohydrate. 1 gram of carbohydrate is equals to 4 calories. This is fat. This is carb. Okay. 1 gram of carbohydrate is equals to 4 calories, right? So the food label says that it contains 37 grams. So 37 grams of carbohydrates will give us what? 4 times 37. Okay? Which will give us what? Okay, no. Let me do the same way I did this other one. 37 grams of carbs. So that is, it will give us what? 4 times 37, which is 4 times 7 is 28. So you write 8, bring 2 over. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 plus 2 is 14. So this is 148 calories. From the carbohydrate that is in that food is 148 calories. Now the last one is protein. They said protein in the food is what? Is now 1 gram of protein is also 4 calories, right? And they said that the food contains 3 grams of protein. So to get the amount of protein there, we say 3 times what? 3 times 4, which is equals to 12 calories. Now, you now add all this number together. That is how to read label. This thing I'm showing you is how to read food label and know if the actual amount, the actual amount of calories that is in the food label. Now you say 72 from the carbohydrate, right? Plus what? 1 plus 12 plus 148 plus 12. Right? So 72 plus 148 will give us what? Sorry, let's do it this way. 12 plus this will be 160. 160 plus 72 is 232 calories. So you see, let me go back to my seat. So you see that from our calculation, this food actually contains what? 232 calories. But here they told us 230 calories. But I mean, this is small, right? It's just 2 calories extra, which is nothing. It's actually nothing, right? We can deal. But imagine that it was maybe 50 calories off. You see that without knowing, because you did not know this calculation, you have eaten extra 50 calories without even knowing. You know? So this is one skill that you should learn. Just know that 1 gram of protein contains 4 calories, 1 gram of carbohydrate, 4 calories, 1 gram of fat and oil, 9 calories. From there you can do your calculation. All right, now I'm going to close this. So somebody might say, but what if the food does not have food label? Like in Nigeria, many foods don't have food label, right? They don't tell you how much calories in it. So in that case, I've through my knowledge and experience, I have gone ahead to prepare a PDF or an e-pamphlet for you that shows some of the common Nigerian foods and the amount of calories contained in them. I've gone ahead to prepare a book. Is not really a book. It's a pamphlet of about maybe 6 pages. It contains most of the common Nigerian foods and the amount of calories in them. Okay, so I'm going to share a link in the group. After this meeting, I'll share a link in the group, in the WhatsApp group, so that you can use that link to get the ebook, the pamphlet. There you will have all the common foods in Nigeria and the amount of calories in them. But note, for you to use that e-pamphlet, you need 2 things. Because, give me a second. So for you to use that e-pamphlet, you need 2 things, right? You need a cup, because the measurement is in cup. I'm going to show you, let me show you the e-pamphlet so that you understand what I'm saying. Is it possible to share my screen? I doubt it is, so let me try. Okay. Anyways, so that e-pamphlet, right, contains common Nigerian foods and the amount of calories in them. So for the foods, you need a cup, because the measurement is standardized. I standardized it so that you can know when you are eating calories. So you need a cup to be able to use it. So let's say you want to eat beans. Now you measure it with a cup. They sell this cup everywhere. It's very common. So you cook beans that is this cup. The book will tell you how much calories is in that beans that you have cooked. Okay. Now also for the ingredients, you need a teaspoon. This is a teaspoon. Now that is the measurement we used, a standardized measurement we use in the e-pamphlet. So when you use this to measure your ingredients or your oil, then you know the amount of calories that is in that oil. So you need this to be able to use that e-pamphlet. So like I said, after this class, I'm going to drop the link. So I don't want to distract you, so that you can follow up to the end of this class. Then after the class, I'll drop the link in the WhatsApp group, right? So from the WhatsApp group, you can go and download the ebook, the e-pamphlet. And actually it's not just the e-pamphlet. It's also going to come with a book, a free book that I wrote for you guys. It's called Eat and Lose Weight Fast. Eat and Lose Weight Fast. So in that ebook, that's what I'm going to be using now for the next phase of this lecture. Now that ebook tells you, the things you need to eat and the things you need to avoid eating for you to be able to lose weight without starving yourself. Now we have finished discussing how to count calories. Hope you understood it. Hope you understood how to count calories. If you did not understand it, put it in the live stream. I'm going to give you a few minutes to see if you understood it. Then I'll go over to the next phase of the lecture for today, which is how to lose weight without starving yourself. Okay, that's the next thing we're going to be talking about. How to lose weight without starving yourself. So yeah, do you all understand? I see Omolora said understood. Deborah said understood. Okay. So I believe we all understand the process of counting our calories, right? Now, but let's say you don't want to count calories. Let's say counting calories is hard for you, you don't want to go through that process. I mean, it's possible that some people will say, oh, this thing is too hard. I don't want to go through that process, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine if you cannot count calories. So I've also gone ahead to show you, but listen, counting calories is the more precise way, of getting this result, because now you know how much calories you need and you know how much calories you're eating, So you are able to, you are able to tell, okay, at least this week I lost 2,000 calories, or I lost, 1 kg based on what I ate. So it's the easiest and the most precise way. But if by peradventure you cannot do that, let's say you don't, it's cumbersome for you, or you're too busy to do that, the next phase of this lecture is going to show you the things you need to eat and the things you need to avoid, the do's and don'ts of eating for weight loss. Now, everything I'm going to be telling you here comes from another ebook. Like I said, an ebook that I wrote for free. I'm going to give it to you guys. So when I drop the link in the WhatsApp group, click that link, and so that you can get the book and read it also at your convenience, and you would actually be able to grab everything I've been teaching. Okay, so let's go over to it. You don't want to count calories. What do I do, coach? Number one, if you don't want to count calories, number one, avoid sweet food. Avoid drinking your calories. See, the best liquid, the best fluid for your body, the best fluid for your oh man, I'm too dramatic. But to be serious, the best fluid for your body is what? Water. Drink water and you don't have a problem. That's the best fluid for your body. Leave soda alone. Leave soda, leave artificial juice. Reduce alcoholic intake. I'm not saying you should stop. If you don't want to stop, that's between yourself and yourself. You don't have to stop taking alcohol if you don't want to. But I'm saying reduce, for the reason of your weight loss journey. Reduce it. Because alcohol contains, I think alcohol contains either 9 gram or 12 or 14 gram. Either 9 gram or 14 gram. For 1 gram of alcohol contains, I can't remember, either 9 calories, sorry. 1 gram of alcohol contains either 9 calories or 14 calories. That figure is not, I can't remember it offhand. But alcohol contains a lot of calories, right? So reduce it. Drink water. That is the best fluid your body needs. Okay? So number one, don't drink your calories, because when you drink these things, right, they cannot hold your stomach. They cannot, they don't quench hunger. They are just thirst quencher. So when you drink them, you have drunk, and there's, like I told you yesterday, there's calories in everything you eat or drink, aside water or green tea or coffee. But in every other thing, there is calories in it, or there are calories in them. So if you can't drink soda, and you say you're thirsty, or I want to drink soda, you drink soda. Mind you have drunk calories. So when you are calculating your calories, calculate it too, because you have drunk calories. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the solution is to go for healthy alternatives. Now, healthy alternative, number one is water. Number two, smoothies. Number three, fresh homemade natural fruit juice. Squeeze your juice yourself. Don't buy artificial juice that they made with chemical and come and sell to you. Do your juice yourself. Buy your fruit, squeeze it, if you want to. But smoothie is better, because in smoothie you eat all the nutrients of the fruit is still there, because it's just like eating the fruit in liquid form. But juice is, you just squeeze out the water from the juice and you drink. But smoothie is better. Okay, so drink water, drink smoothie, natural fruit juice. Leave all this soda and this thing for people that don't want to lose weight. Okay, number two, go easy on salt. I don't know what we call it in Yoruba, but in my language you could call it nnu. Leave salt alone. Go easy on salt. Okay? Reduce your intake of salt. You need about just 1 teaspoon of salt in a day, which is 2,300 milligrams. Salt causes high blood pressure. Too much salt causes high blood pressure. Too much salt makes you retain water. So most of the weight that you have might just be water weight because your body is retaining water from this too much salt that you're taking. So reduce your salt intake. You, as an adult, you need just 1 teaspoon of salt a day. Okay? Now, so cook with less salt. Add flavor to foods with spices. Use spices and herbs. You know, spices and herbs, they really don't have much calories. So use them instead of salt. Hapu, all these sweeteners, you know, Maggi and all of those things. Leave those things alone. Use natural herbs. Okay? Don't add salt to already prepared food. And also read your food labels to check how much sodium is contained in them. You know, just like I showed you, that picture I showed you, you see that there's also sodium there. Though we did not focus on the sodium, but if I go back and share that picture, let me go back to that. Let me go back to it. Let me go back and share that picture. Lipton does not really contain calories. See, Lipton does not contain, like, if it does, it's like 25 calories. It really does not contain calories. Yeah. Okay, so if you see this picture, you see that there is sodium there, right? Where is that? Okay, there's no sodium here. There's no sodium here, right? So aside these 232 calories, or these 230 calories that we can see in these food labels, right? If you go down, you will see. So these fats, now listen, fats, carbohydrates, and protein are called macronutrients. Macronutrients, because they are the nutrients that are in high value or in high content in the foods that you eat. However, there are some other nutrients that are in smaller quantity, and your body actually needs them in smaller quantity, like vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. All those things too, they still contain their own, you know, small calories, but they don't count. So that's why we call them micronutrients. But they count for your body function. No, I mean, when I say they don't count, I don't mean they don't count towards your weight loss. They don't count towards your calories because they are in minute quantity. But they count towards your body functioning. So you need to eat foods with those kind of micronutrients that are healthy, you know. So you see here we have vitamin D here, we have calcium, we have iron, we have potassium. Some of them will have sodium. So look at the amount of sodium in the food that you eat. If it tells you that the sodium is high, let's say it's like 200 or something, leave that thing alone. Don't eat it because it contains sodium. Sodium is salt is made from sodium, right? Sodium chloride, that's what salt is. Salt is sodium chloride, that's NCl. Yeah, if you remember chemistry, I remember my chemistry. NCl, sodium chloride, that's salt. So sodium is NaCl. Sodium is Na. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, sodium chloride. So when you see sodium, it's still the same thing as salt, eatable salt that you eat in your kitchen. So reduce the amount. Check for your food label and see if you see chloride. If you see sodium. If you see sodium, check the quantity. If it is high, please drop it. You don't need it. Okay? Reduce your sodium intake. All right. Let's continue. Number 3, shift the sweet tooth. Reduce sugar intake to almost zero. You don't need sugar. Choose foods with little or no added sugar. Drink water. Drink unsweetened sparkling water in place of soda or juice. Drink your tea, your coffee without sugar. If you like a sweetener, then use honey, pure natural honey. But honey too contains calories. You know, honey too contains calories, and it can also spike up your blood sugar. Okay, so if possible, drink these things without sugar. You don't need it. Okay, right. Okay, so number 4, reduce eating out. Reduce eating out. So as you're trying to lose weight, it's better you prepare your own food by yourself. Reduce the way you eat out. Some of us, because we are too busy, we don't cook at home. We eat out throughout the week. And you are asking, how did I gain weight? Do you know how much calories is in the food that you're eating? That the lady prepared? Or Mama Nkechi prepared? Or Mama Deborah prepared? Or Iya Basira prepared? You don't know. But you're always eating out. Or you go to, what's the name? Mega Chicken. You go to, I had KFC. I mean, which one is this thing? Which, is it KFC or what? That is not in Nigeria. You go to all these places and you eat. You don't know how much calories. And God's so merciful. In Nigeria, they don't tell you how much calories is in the food that you're eating. They don't specify how much calories is in the food, so you can't even tell. So you need to reduce the way you eat out if you want to lose weight. Prepare your food. That way you know how much calories you're eating. You know the quantity of food you're eating. You're able to tell the food that you're eating and what is in it. Okay, so I understand that we are busy people, we are busy professionals, we are busy moms, we don't have time for that. But one thing you can do, like I said, if something is pursuing you, you will run. If you are pursuing something, you can decide to run or not. But if something is pursuing you, you will run. So if this weight loss is pursuing you, and if you are treating weight loss as if something is pursuing you, rather, you would pick at least your weekends to prepare your food in advance. Prepare them in advance and put them in the refrigerator. And then so that when the only thing you need to do is to heat them up when you come back from work, or when you have the time to. That way you reduce eating out, and also you save money. It will even save you money. Weight loss saves you money. You stop eating the things that you don't need, and then you start saving money. You see? All right. So number 5, moderation is key. Portion control. Reduce, be able to moderate your food. We are not saying don't eat anything. Some people will say this weight loss journey be like saying that one more could eat only air. But no, we are not saying don't eat food. We are saying portion control. Choose small plates. Use small plates. Now there's one trick I want you to know. There's a video. Okay, I'm going to share this video with you. I'll share it in the group so I don't distract you. I'll share it in the WhatsApp group after this class. You need to watch that video. It's a YouTube video that I made about how to eat, how to eat less. If you use a small plate to serve your food, the food looks big to you. But if you use a big plate to serve your food, the food looks small to you. So if you put the same food in a small plate and in a big plate, in the big plate the food will look small, and in the small plate the food will look big. So use small plates to eat your food. That way you will be able to portion your food to stop overeating. Okay, so remember, this is for people who do not want to do what? Who do not want to count calories. Okay, now so another way is fast intermittently. Once in a while you fast, but don't overdo it. Like I said, don't overdo it. Because if you overdo it, your body goes into starvation mode. Once your body is in starvation mode, sister, even if you drink green tea, it will turn to fat in your body. So don't overdo these things. Okay, also drink a glass of water before every meal. If you drink a glass of water, sometimes what you call hunger is just thirst. It's just you're thirsty and you think you're hungry. No, you're not hungry, you're just thirsty. So before you eat your food, drink water. Like me, I'm about to drink water. Okay, so before you eat your food, drink water. By drinking water, you get filled up easily. You get filled up faster. And drinking water also aids your digestion. Okay, so drink water. We are running out of time, so I'm going to try to be faster. Number 6, eat healthy carbohydrates. Eat healthy carbohydrates. Forget about processed food. Reduce processed food. Eat whole food, foods that you buy in whole and cook by yourself. Then limit refined sugar. Then eat more vegetables, especially the ones that are non-starchy. And eat whole grains like brown rice, oats, you know. Okay, then eat more protein. Protein provides nutrients for maintaining your health and your body. Protein boosts your body metabolism also. Protein promotes muscle retention. See, listen, your body needs muscles. Without muscle, you can't move your hand, you can't move your body, right? So you need muscles in your body. So always remember that you need protein to maintain your muscles. So eat more protein. Okay, so eat variety of protein. You know, eat a variety of protein. Eat meat. Eat poultry choices. You know, should be lean or low fat. Go for low fat proteins. You know. Okay. Then number 8, avoid unhealthy fat and oil. Avoid unhealthy fat and oil. Time will not permit me to go into the two types of fat and oil, saturated and unsaturated. Time will not permit me to do that. But if you get this book, if you get this ebook, this free ebook, you can go through it and you will see the kind of fats that you don't need. But what I'm going to say about that is bake your meats in the oven. Forget frying foods. Forget fried food. Fried food is one of the problems that we have, both for our heart health, both for weight gain. Fried food, avoid it. Cook your food with little or no oil. You don't need too much oil in your food. And in Nigeria, we too like oil. We chop oil. Chai, my people, we like oil. But reduce oil intake. Oil intake is not good. You know, you reduce your oil intake. Measure your oil with teaspoon. With teaspoon. I did not say tablespoon or teaspoon. That's what you should use to measure your oil. Okay? Go for healthy fats found in avocado. Avocado, nuts like peanuts, you know, cashew nuts. Then go for vegetable oils like olive oil, canola oil, soy oil. Forget about all those Nigerian vegetable oil. Those things are okay. Okay, I reserve my comments. All right. So number 9, eat more fiber and probiotic-rich foods. Eat foods that have fiber, because fiber helps digestion and it helps you feel full. And fiber also helps in bowel movements. If you are not able to use the bathroom, eat more foods that have more fiber, like carrots, like broccoli, like spinach, ugu. Eat berries, apple, pears. You know, eat ogiri. If you are Igbo, I'm sorry, I don't know the name in Yoruba or Hausa, but ogiri is good. Is rich in probiotics. Iru, dawa, ogi, yogurt. These are foods that are, you know, good in probiotics, and they help with, you know, healthy guts. That's healthy stomach, right? Now the last one, is that the last one? Yeah, I think it's the last one. Number 10, it says practice mindful eating. Eat slowly. Be present when you're eating. Some of us, when we are eating, we are pressing our phone. We are pressing our phone. We are watching TV. Now we don't know when we overeat because our mind is not even in the food. But try this today. When you're eating, let your mind be in the food. You'll see that you will be able to tell when you are full. That way you tell when you're full, and then you stop eating and you will stop overeating. Okay? Right. So that is it. That is basically it. I'm going to share the link for you to get this ebook. It's free. Everything I said here and more in this ebook. If you read it, it will bless you. It will bless your weight loss journey. Okay, I'm also going to share the video. So I said I was going to share a video. I was going to share the link for you to get the ebooks too. I'm going to share it in the group chat. Okay. So your questions. Let me read your questions. Zobo with sugar. I said leave drinks. Leave any drink that has sugar. Leave it for now. If you are serious about your weight loss, leave I mean, Zobo is good, right? Zobo is good. It has probiotics. But if it now has sugar, added sugar, then you don't need it. If you want to make your Zobo without sugar, okay? So yeah, leave anything that has extra sugar to your meal. Okay, the next question, Vivian says, is cold water okay for us? Yeah, cold water is okay for you. Water, listen, listen to me. People will tell you that if you drink cold water, it will make you lose weight. Baba, there's no scientific, how did they say that? Proof for that. Is it proof? That's not the right word, but I can't remember the right word. But anyways, drink any kind of water, cold water, hot water, drink it. But water does not. Drinking water, whether in the cold form or in the hot form, it doesn't have a significant. Okay, that's the word. It does not have a significant effect on your weight loss. Now, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying water does not make you lose weight. Though. I'm saying it does not have a significant effect, whether you drink it cold or you drink it hot. So drink it in whatever form you want to drink it, but drink lots of water. At least 8 sachets of pure water every day. At least 8 sachets of pure water every day. Drink plenty water. Okay. Annie Berry said, can you please send the video for us? Yes, I'm going to send it to the group chat. Okay. Charity Ibokwe, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you guys joining me. I had fun teaching you guys about this. Vivian said, thanks, Coach, for today's teaching. Yeah, thank you, Vivian. Thank you. I'm glad you could join me. So yeah, if you have any other question, I'm going to have 1 minute for any other question. Any other question, I'm going to answer in the next 1 minute, and then we would call it a day. So Mirabel said cloves and Zobo. Cloves is okay, it's good. Yeah, those are herbs and spices. They don't really have any, if they don't really add much calories to you, and they have like health benefits, right? So feel free to drink them. Okay, feel free to drink them. Thanks so much. I'm delighted to be part of this class. I'm much informed. Thank you, Omolora. I'm glad you could join. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so Miss Charity said, is chewing gum good for us? Chewing gum, so there are gums that have sugar, too much sugar in them. So like what I've taught you about reading labels, if you take the gum and you read the label, you see the amount of sugar in it. If you see the amount of sugar in it, then you decide if you want to chew it or not. But chewing gum does not aid in weight loss. I know there are myths too that tell you that if you chew gum you will lose weight. It's not true. In matter of fact, chewing gum also adds to your calories, you know, because like I told you, everything you eat has calories in them. So if your caloric intake or your caloric need for the day is 2,000 and you've eaten 1,975, and you go and chew gum, the gum has 50 calories in it, right? I'm just saying, let's say the gum has 50 calories in it. You see that by chewing that gum, you have eaten more than your the amount of calories that you need, right? So yeah, chewing gum, it doesn't matter much, but it can add to your total caloric intake if you are not careful. Okay, so Coach Mirabel said, what exercise can someone do for waist pain? So tomorrow, Mirabel, we're going to be talking about exercise, okay? So tomorrow, please. Yeah, this is already too long. I want to end it at 1 hour, but I think we are taking too long. So thank you, Coach from Omodele. Thank you, Omodele. I'm glad you could join us. Thank you all for joining today's lectures. I'm going to go to the group chat and put in the things I said I was going to put in. Thank you all. I hope you have a great night rest. And until I see you tomorrow for the third part of this lecture, I say cheers to the fit version of yourself. Bye now.